presence, Lord. Grace and favor. And right now.
Hello, 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 everybody. Let me put this over here. Today is the first Tea Talk with Carmelle. Maybe I might change that name later on. Guess what? I decided to do this last minute because, let me turn that down some more. You know how like we're so accustomed to planning things, and like I gotta put up a banner and I have to like promote it and I have to share it and I gotta IG stories and just all of this stuff that we're constantly doing because experts tell us that's what we're supposed to be doing. And then I wanted to talk to you guys. I wanted to have Tea Talk Tuesday with Carmelle today. I was like, today's Tuesday. I don't want to wait till next Tuesday. So let's do it today. And then a part of me was like, oh, well, I need to create a banner and I need to talk about it and get people excited. Listen, if you're going to listen to the sound of my voice right now, and if you're going to watch this video, it does not matter what day it is, how long I promote it, you're going to be right here. And if next year in January, it's your first time seeing it, welcome. I love y'all. So right now, this is what I'm doing. I'm just being. I'm just being. And it feels so good. And if you don't know who I am, I'm Carmelle, founder and international wellness coach, doctor of holistic wellness and healing with Discover C.A.R.M.E.L.L.E, and founder of Revelation Nutraceuticals, which is your new product company that specializes in healing from the root. Love it, love it, love it. As you can see, you guys, I'm just basking in so much peace. Speaking of Revelation Nutraceuticals, guess what's in my cup? So you know I can't have Tea Talk Tuesdays without tea. So this is the new Revelation Nutraceuticals Reishi tea, turmeric tea. So it's a turmeric chai tea that is my own blend of healing goodness. And I've already been getting, I just got a new testimony today from a customer. I've gotten just so many different testimonies about the teas and the reishi rubs and the smudge bundles and just everything. And so I bet you're wondering, like, yeah, you said you was gonna like launch the pre-orders in June. Well, guess what? It's September. And so what I've been doing is, since I've been so busy with the pre-orders, I just wanted to give some time to people to gather testimonies, see how things are working. So that's been taking some months and weeks of doing that, just spreading the word and getting people excited about that next step in their journey and actually seeing it work. So anyway, I won't take up too much of your time right now with the whole introduction, but cheers, okay? I hope you have your, see, that's one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to promote it, because I was like, I want y'all to have y'all a cup of tea. I want y'all to say, listen, I'm having Tea Talk with Carmelle. I don't care if it's a recording. I'm having Tea Talk with Carmelle at 2 o'clock. So if you see this and you're like, hey, I want to drink some tea with Carmelle, just press pause and come back to the video. Cheers. And then I added sage honey from this organic farm up in the mountains. Yeah, deliciousness. So today I really wanted to just come back to you all with why I am even doing what I'm doing, because many of you know me from Atlanta and literally every other time, every other year and moment that you met me before I moved to California. And you were just like, this fashionista, fashion design, you know, business owner, promoting, you know, her fashion shows and collections and, you know, the behind the scenes celebrity photo shoots and all that kind of stuff. And like now she's this holistic practitioner, holistic doctor and all this kind of stuff, practicing, you know, naturopathic medicine. Yes. Let me let you know. Yes. So let me just kind of give you a few minutes, because we've already been 6, okay? Just a few minutes of why I started this journey. So years ago, about, I think it was over 7 years ago, I had a little cancer scare, and it was really a big health scare for me, and it was an eye-opener to just everything, how my life was unfolding in every single way possible, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and how I was losing myself. It was an aha moment. It was very, very difficult. And I'm glad that I had the support that I did, because a lot of people don't have that support. So, you know, you might see me now posting like all this plant-based stuff and how I haven't been, you know, sick, not even a common cold or a flu or really anything in the last 7 years. But that is not what it always was. So I wouldn't consider myself truly unhealthy, but I was one of those people that was healthy enough. I had that balance of healthy and sick where it didn't really scare me. That's a scary place to be. Where you're healthy enough, but not sick enough to really do something about it. That's a word for somebody. Because I hear all the time that, well, I'm pretty healthy. I really don't get sick. The same people are saying this, are like, oh, you know, I feel like this, I feel like that, I have this headache, So we're saying those things because we're really trying to convince ourselves that we're okay. Trust me, I did it. I was addicted to cheese. Let me tell you something. You were not going to take my cheese away from me. Talking about veganism, whatever that is, plant-based lifestyle, No ma'am, no sir. No ma'am, no sir. I put cheese on everything. Thank you very much. When everybody is gone and Jalen is upstairs in his room, guess what I'm doing? I am watching my favorite shows, or I am enjoying some wine and a cheese board. Just cheese, by the way, nothing else. With a knife and a big block of it, okay? Like, that was my life. I was drinking Mountain Dews, and it was just, it wasn't like I grew up unhealthy or grew up eating like pork and different things. Like, we didn't eat pork in my household, and we ate turkey, which I felt like, okay, we were eating the healthier meats, like the turkey and chicken and stuff like that, like what we consider the healthier meats. Like, oh, I don't eat red meat, or oh, I don't eat pork. So it's like, oh, that's the good diet. And I mean, I get it, because that is what we have, the mentality we have maintained for years. But, you know, my family, my parents, we grew up taking herbal medicine and drinking herbal tea, handmade, customized formulas from shamans and stuff like that. So I was definitely exposed to the other side of it, which is the real side, the side of our foundation of our culture. And, you know, our ancestors. I grew up with that type of education. So I was definitely exposed to holistic medicine, which made it easier for me to turn back to it. So I was getting these really sharp pains in my chest, and so, like, I would be driving and I would get like this sharp pain in my chest, and I couldn't breathe, and I would just have to like clench and maybe pull off the road. Now those could have got me in accidents. I could have died just from the accident because it would just happen at any moment. And so I went to so many doctors, specialists, all these things, cardiologists, and nobody knew what was wrong. And finally I went to my doctor, who was from India, Dr. Patel in Atlanta, and I will never forget when she told me that they would do these tests for my thyroids and it could possibly be cancer and all this kind of stuff. I was worried for 2 weeks because I didn't get the test back for 2 weeks. So literally for 2 weeks, I was so stressed out. That probably could have killed me in itself. And I had my best friend at the time come to the doctor's appointment with me because I was like, if I'm diagnosed with cancer, I'm really not going to know. You're really just going to have to carry me out of here. Thank God it was not that. But that right there just shifted my mentality because I'm like, well, it's not that, but they still don't know why I'm having these heart palpitations, why I'm feeling these chest pains, why my mouth gets dry and I get dizzy and I pass out, and dehydration, and like all of these different symptoms that are taking place. Why is this happening? And it was at that moment that I said, you know what? I got frustrated with the trust that I had put in doctors, the expectations I put in doctors, and I decided that I was going to be the one that would take charge of my health. And because I've been able to do that for myself, it's made it so much easier, because I'm the type of person, when I find out something, I want to share it with the world, obviously. So I want to help other people. And so I was like, wow, all of this information, it was just opening up to me. All of this information was just opening up doors and doors and doors to all this information. And I would share information and educate people in the grocery store, just like picking up groceries, because that's what I do. And it was so enlightening for me because I was seeing people being transformed right in front of me just by sharing information. And I realized the power of sharing information. And I thought to myself, God, Lord, if you can heal me from whatever is going on in my body, from the top of my head to the soles of my feet, if you can bring back into alignment everything that is disoriented and in dis-ease, then I will spread your word about healing the nations with plant-based medicine and food as medicine. And now look at me. And it's because I started eliminating things. And when you start eliminating things, you start to feel lighter. You start to feel freer. And then you replace those things with things that promote healing. And that is what I was lacking, because I was, like I said, right on the verge of I'm healthy enough but not sick enough to do something about it. So I was, at that point, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I was sick. So I wanted to be well, and I didn't know how to do it. So I went on this journey of healing myself, and it brought me here to where I am today. Everything that I do today is because I have done the work on myself first. I have been on my healing journey, and I am still on my healing journey. I'm using everything that I'm teaching you and everything that I'm teaching all of my clients and customers. I'm using that every day. Going back. Yes. So I just really wanted to share that, because I want to give hope to someone out there when you feel like you are clueless, you are hopeless, you really don't know what to do. The only person that can truly help you is you. Guess what? The doctors, they don't really know how to help you. They're guessing. That's why they call it medical practice. They're practicing medicine on you. That's why there's so many hundreds of thousands of mistakes that take place in the medical industry, in our healthcare system, and drugs are getting recalled. Why do we even call them drugs? Like, they're not medicine because they're not healing us. They're not healing us. Our bodies know more about healing than any doctor on the planet. So as you realize that, and as you realize that you have the power to heal yourself, so your body does, because even our minds, we're not even aware of exactly what our body is capable of, but we do know that it is formulated and created to heal itself without our permission. It just needs the right nutrients, the right resources, the right energy. It needs the right thoughts. It needs all of the right things, the right ingredients in order to make that happen. So sometimes in an acidic body, like, it knows what to do, but sometimes in an acidic body, it's so acidic that it's keeping the body, it's working so hard on trying to save you, but that it's keeping the body from being able to heal in the capacity that it knows how to. So with that being said, after taking up 18 minutes of your time, if you watch this, I hope that you've been blessed by it in some capacity. I changed my life mentally, physically, and spiritually. And I was blessed by it. I am blessed by it in so many ways. And I want the same for you. Thank you for all of your testimonies. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your wellness journey. Thank you for new clients, new customers. And I am continuously praying for the nations and nations of God's people, because I feel like we are sheep that have lost our way. And if we get back to that way, then that's where our healing lies. In that place. The place that we've lost touch of. Let us be more mindful of everything that we consume. Mentally, spiritually, physically, on a daily basis. The person you see right now, right here in your face, on this screen, is a product of the work. I love you all, and as always, sending you love, peace, and light. Bye, everybody.